All right, so here he is, the budding Brazilian heavyweight contender, Jailton Almeida. While Eugenio has left a lot of scalps in his wake of late, Derek Lewis, Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Shamil Abdurakhimov, but now the challenges get stiffer. And we wonder aloud, will this undersized heavyweight be able to realize success as he runs into the guys who are cutting down to 266 pounds? A lot of people believe when Jailton Almeida signed with the UFC that he could realize world titles, not just at heavyweight, but also at 205 pounds. He has chosen to stay up with the big boys. We'll see how it goes in another big spot for Jailton Almeida tonight. Anyone who watched Tom Aspinall work in training and during his amateur and early pro career felt like they were looking at a future UFC heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall has every skill you would want from a big man. Moves exceedingly well. His speed is going to be a real problem in theory for the opposition tonight. And most of these heavyweights just are not as fleet of foot. That says nothing of his grappling game. This is the longtime grappling coach for Team Calvin. He has every skill in his mixed martial arts arsenal, and scary proposition for the rest of the heavyweight division. He ain't getting worse. Well, with that, both fighters have now braced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jailton Almeida! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Tom Aspinall!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, ready to go with the start of round one. A lot of fight fans believe it's an eventuality that Jailton Almeida will one day be the UFC heavyweight champion. But how does he pass this test tonight? Maybe doesn't have the pronounced grappling advantage in this matchup as some other heavyweights. Perhaps he'll lean on the boxing a little bit tonight. Only time will tell.
Oh, guillotine here!
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight. Countering, it looks like with a Von Flue choke, or maybe we should help him. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition. Oh, for attack, yup.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. You gotta be kidding me, he gets out of danger again.
Once again, he gets his arm out. Great submission defense.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Aspinall. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Aspinall's in half guard now. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Under a minute now to go in this one. Almeida's going for the rear naked choke.
Oh, he's got him in a choke here.
Oh, he got out. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow, right? You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Okay, you almost got that arm bar there. I need you to stay tight.
All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger.
Yeah.
You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out. Oh! Cannot take too many of those.
Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. It's a right hand. Oh, nice takedown defense.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So if you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Aspinall's trying for a submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he's out. Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands and passes. Oh, man, that was slick.
Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. 3 minutes to go in round two. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, Malugino's back to the side control now. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, good deck.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, but he's got it locked. When he goes...
Wow, fantastic submission defense yet again. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the tail. He's got it locked in.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Almeida's able to transition back to side control now. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. North-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Almeida's back in full mount.
Nice transition.
Almeida's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Seconds winding down in round two. Well, Malugino's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, that's the end of round number two.
take a seat. Come on, let's get your act together now. I know you're better than this, okay? We're not gonna let this guy outwork us. You're gonna go out this round and you're gonna outwork him.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there, really starting to connect it. A huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, huge knee. Aspinall gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. All right, side control now. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Almeida's back in side control here.
It's a mount.
Good work from the top here by Almeida. Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure. Aspinall's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Aspinall's really pressing the issue now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments.
Oh, pretty sneaky there to get the ankle pick. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Well, Eugenio's in half guard. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
All right, sit down, bro. All right, breathe, focus, okay? Focus on slowing that heart rate down. I know you're not tired. I know you have more in that gas tank.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Tags in with the uppercut. Oh! Huge right hand!
Nice looping punch. He's going guillotine.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission deep. Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom. usual, suffocating work from the top here by Almeida.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Ooh, looks like another submission attempt now. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. Oh, come on, I'd be tapping. That's gotta be it. Oh, he's trying to buck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with. Great shot from the top position.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistent.
Eugenio, ground and pound from half guard. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up. What a tight arm bar.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. All right, operating inside the closed guard now.
Oh, good defense, yes.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Print the shirts. Ground and pound.
Great submission defense.
Almeida's right back to the full mount here. 15 seconds. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Almeida. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. What a round it was for him, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Almeida's strike attempt there is blocked. Leg kick lands.
Clinch position. Look for the opponent to try to circle off of the side of the octagon, get back to the center. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in.
He's out. What submission defense on display.
Obvious redness on the right side of his body.
Beautiful ground strikes landing.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Changing the position. Look at him, he's setting up a choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in. You gotta be kidding me, he's out.
It's working, I'm gonna stand this up.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning. The position of the underhook opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle. Oh, that sub is tight.
Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm.
He starts to extend the elbow.
Oh, so how about that? Position over submission as he bails on the sub.
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Aspinall getting worked here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Side control now. Well, Magliacino is able to make a nice transition there back into side control. All right, so the fighter's setting up another sub attempt here. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight. Oh, great submission defense.
It's work. Come on.
What a fight. 25 minutes turned in. All right, so a lot to like over the distance of that fight tonight. Clearly, we think we saw one guy win the fight and largely got it done with the striking.
Yeah, he got it done with the striking. And that's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a guy that's so comfortable whenever he's in the stand-up. And that showed tonight as he truly outworked his opponent.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-47, 49-45, and 48-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, Jailton Almeida!
All right, so a big win for the BJJ player here tonight. Didn't force the submission, a lot of good control on the ground, and for the well-rounded fighter, back to the drawing board.
But that is where he really does shine. He never forces anything. He never puts himself in danger.